Hi. Having Array.filter to narrow your types properly can be a little bit of a pain. So let's check how we can do that. Okay, so let's get started. Let's say we have this weird array with a bunch of values. What we would do if we want to take out all the falsy values would be something like this. And this is fine if you're coding JavaScript, I guess, but with TypeScript, you don't get actual narrowing of your types. So this doesn't work. Like your TypeScript compiler still thinks that you have null, you have undefined, you have all these values there. And before we continue to work on this, let's make this a little bit more explicit, because what we have here is implicit programming. So what's actually happening is under the hood is this. So callback receives our item and then passes to the Boolean constructor, and then you get a Boolean out of the item that you just passed on. And this doesn't work, like not even if you would do something like this, which is what you actually indeed have, and it complains because there's no overload between the type that we're assigning and the type that TypeScript compiler thinks we have. So the way we do about this is essentially using a type predicate. So a type predicate is a kind of assertion, and what we're going to do is get x, and we're going to say x is going to return a number on this, and then once we get to this point, we get the proper type. But this doesn't exactly scale as well, because you need to do predicate every time you're writing a filter on this. So what we can do better that is gonna scale and we don't need to write it every single time again, we can create a function that is number, and it's actually a generic, so it's gonna receive a type, and the value is gonna be the type we're passing or a number, and then we're gonna put our predicate here. So with that, we can return if the value is a finite number. So with this, I can just come back here and do like my main filter, and I can even use implicit programming again and just pass my isNumber to this thing, and there you go. It works just the same as it would with TypeScript, except that we get better type inference. So yeah, this is it. This is how you type an array, and you can have multiple of these little helpers that are actually working both on the runtime and with your TypeScript compiler. So that was it. I hope it has helped you, and see you on the next one.